Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
How did you write test?
Very bad, sir.
Why, Risha? Risha?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Why, Risha?
So there were questions of time period.
See, Risha, maybe 4 questions are different. But remaining, if you see the solutions, only basic formulas. W.
Yes, sir, I just went wrong in like few places, but then those 4 questions like
Did,
also take a lot of marks.
did you see solutions after that? How much very easy questions that are? Did you check the solutions, Risha? Only formulas like W is equal to F into S. So that type of questions, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, I lost most of the question in vertical circular motion. I thought vertical circular motion was different chapter.
Work power energy, vertical circular motion is it is there a concept, no?
Sir, I didn't see that. That's why.
But that is also one question, 2 questions, I think. Very very small questions or not? Did you see? Did you check the solutions?
Yes, sir. I saw.
Is it big questions that you can't
Sir,
solve?
not very long, sir. Not very long.
It's a very very short questions. But each and every question they have given in the previous year examination, like NEET. That question, like that type of question they will ask. They won't ask very big questions. You know, very very small question that they will ask. But we will feel that very big questions they will give. We will forget that concept when we are doing the problem. We don't think about the subject. We will see that how much problem is big. Then we will ask marks. That's all. Except 4 questions, remaining all question solutions are within 4 steps that you can solve. Nagabhushan, how did you how many you got?
Sir, I attempted all. I didn't attempt one question. Out of the remaining, I think I got 4 or 5 wrong, and remaining were all correct.
Okay. Risha? Very
Yes,
bad
sir.
it seems. How many you got?
So I got. So you are asking percentage or like how many questions did
enough.
I get?
Percentage enough.
So I got really bad.
Huh? How much? So practice is required.
69.
Practice is required, Risha. We have to do practice, no? But that examination, no practice time. So you got like that, no problem. Okay. But now prepare for gravitation from now onwards, today onwards. What you have to do? PDF is there already. So that PDF you have to prepare for gravitation lesson, gravitation examination next Sunday. Okay, 1 week time is there. So do that. 1 week time is there. Only gravitation lesson. 30 questions.
Next Sunday or coming Sunday?
Today, what is the day? Coming. Yeah. Coming Sunday.
So,
Sir,
What happened? Hello?
yeah, so I won't be able to write the test this Sunday.
Why?
Yes, sir, same here.
Why, Ananya?
So, because I'll be traveling.
Even I'll be traveling, sir.
Okay. Traveling time also you can write what? I don't know. Traveling time.
The network problem will be there, sir. All forest areas, sir. Even I'm also traveling by 3-4 days. Holiday time, sir. Like,
yes. I understand.
we get this chance nowadays. Where, sir? If we go also, you have to carry laptop and mobile and charger.
Even I can't write that.
Can't throw anything and go, sir.
Okay. Next, after not this Sunday, next Sunday, will you write?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then okay. After next Sunday, 2 lessons. Okay.
Sir, no, sir. Cheating.
What, board level or?
All questions will be there in that NEET and board. I don't know what is the board level. Last examination what I conducted. If you see the solution they will play, no, very small questions, very small questions. I don't know that did you observe or not.
Sir, when is the test, sir?
Not this Sunday, next Sunday, because everyone is going to travel this Sunday. So next Sunday.
Second and third.
Like that, probably, yes.
I can't write the test, sir.
Why?
Sir, I have a MUN.
Okay, it's Sunday.
No, Saturday, Sunday, both the days.
Okay. Okay, we'll plan one day. Okay. Okay, look at this. In the last class, we have discussed one of the model problems. So, what is the gravitational force acting due to the remaining masses? So, that type of concept that we learned. So, one more model problem that I'm going to explain. See that. Last time, whatever I explained the model problems, is it difficult? Did you understand or not that concept? How to calculate?
Sir, I got disconnected last half an hour. Like I could not join back at all.
But it is not like, see, one question I will explain, okay? One more question that I will explain. Wait.
So it's okay, sir. I'll see the videos. You can proceed for now.
Hello. Last time we did one thing that we didn't record the video. So don't think about the video. One more question I will explain. See that. Asmi also is there, so it is useful. Okay, one question I will explain. Okay, I will explain now. One question. See, whatever it may be, if it is 2-particle system, 3-particle system, 4-particle system. I think lighting, right? There is a lighting. Okay, no problem. So here I am taking mass, here also M, here also M, here also M. So I am taking this M1, it is M2, M3, and M4. The last class I explained this. Asmi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Concentrate on this model. I given as a four masses. Even 3 masses can be there, and even 2 masses can be there. No problem. So it is 4 mass. Now what I'm going to do, I have placed one more mass on the center. One more mass on the center. So distance between all, it is 2 meters. It is also 2 meters. It is also 2 meters. It is also 2 meters. Now find out the direction of the net force acting on the mass which is located on at the center. Find the direction of net force which is acting on the mass located at the center. Due to remaining masses. Nothing is there. 4 masses are there. Due to these 4 masses, force will act on this mass. Due to these 4 masses, force will act on this mass. That resultant is which direction it is acting. Now I am giving M1 equal to 2 kg, M2 equal to 3 kg, M3 equal to 4 kg, M4 equal to 5 kg, and M equal to 1 kg. So on the 1 kg mass, due to the remaining masses, force is acting. So how much force is acting, that we have to calculate. Am I clear the question or any doubt? Ananya, am I clear the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, due to M1, it is at the center, okay? It is at the center. Now, due to M1, on this M, force will act or not? due to m1 mass on the m, force will act or not? First, respond anybody.
Yes, sir. Obviously, it will act.
Okay. Santosh.
So, sir, could you repeat the question? Due to the last line of the question.
Do you question or now what I asked that?
Question. The last
Okay.
line of the question.
Okay. Acting on the masses located at the center due to remaining masses. Due to remaining masses. Remaining masses, how many are there? 4 masses. Due to this all masses, how much force is acting on this mass in which direction?
Sir, this is a new question, sir, or the same one which you were doing last class?
No. Model is same. Question is not same.
Okay, sir.
Same model. Not even any, there is no any difference. Okay. Now see, due to m1 on this m, force is acting or not? Okay. Yes, force will act. Now this m1 will apply force on the m, which direction? m1 will apply force on m in which direction? In which direction the force act on this m due to m1?
Towards itself.
Okay, towards itself. So can I take it is f1? Can I take it is f1? Hello.
Yes, sir, you can.
So calculate f1 how much? So f1 how much? f1 equal to g m m1. So g m1 means how much? 2. M is nothing but 1 by distance. How much distance it is?
Root 2.
How much?
Root 2.
Root 2. Root 2 square, right?
So that's a square, like.
It's root 2.
No, sir, I'm asking, is it a square and is the mass located exactly in the center?
Yeah, this mass is located exactly at the center. So it is, yeah, it is root 2. And g m1 m2 by r square. R square means this distance, that is root 2 whole square. Done. So from this, f1 equal to g2 by 2. So 2 get cancelled. Say f1 equal to g. Clear? That is the force. F1 is acting on mass m1 plus mass m due to m1. Asmi, am I clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Now one more. Due to m3, force will act on this mass or not, Asmi?
Yes, sir, it will.
Which direction?
Towards M1. So sorry, what's the question? Towards which direction the force will act? Towards the center.
Not towards the center. Now m3 mass is pulling this mass, right? Because this mass is less than this mass. Due to
Yes, it's 4
asking,
kgs.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm asking due to m3. Due to m3 means m3 will attract m, right? Due to m3.
Yes.
So it will be in this direction. That I will take as a f2, right?
Yeah.
Recording, sir. Okay, so it is f2. Am I clear? How much f2? F2, how will you calculate? F2 equal to G M1. M1 means how much here? M1 means M3. So 4 into 1 by root 2 whole square. Am I clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So if you do this, then F2 equal to.
Sir?
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir, why do you take M1 as 1?
M1 is 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, sir. Got it. Yes, sir.
Ananya, who is that? Akshaya, who is that?
So me, Ananya. So I rejoin now. Could you explain again? Only
Which
the
one?
answer
Which one?
part.
Which one?
I got disconnected. That's why.
Yes, yes. Even Gopal Krishna also disconnected. Okay. Now okay.
And
Now,
sir, in the last part of the question, you have written due to what mass?
now force is acting on the M due to M3.
No, sir. In the question, you have written due
Due
to
to remaining mass.
Oh. Okay, remaining. Sorry. NING. Okay. Due to remaining masses. Okay. What are the masses are present due to that mass? Now, did you understand this F2 force, how it is acting? F2 is the force between these two masses. So F2 equal to G M1 M2 by distance. Distance it is √2. That's what we written. Now, is it F1 is big or F2 is big?
So can you just briefly tell how you got F1, F2?
F1 is force between these two masses.
Okay.
F2 is force between these two masses.
Okay.
Force formula G M1 M2 by R square. Did you remember?
Yeah.
So M1 M2 by distance. Distance how much it is? √2. It
Yes,
is
sir.
1.
Yes,
It
sir.
is
Got
1.
it.
It
It's
is √2.
√2.
It is √2. So you'll get. Okay. Okay. So definitely F2 is greater. Why? Because F2 equal to 2G. F1 equal to G. So net force. F net. Sorry, it's not F net. Resultant force.
So F1 is acting towards M1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because M1 is pulling the center mass.
Yeah.
M3 is pulling this side. Now who will pull more? F1 or F2?
F2.
F2 will pull. Okay. Now what will happen means F2 direction force is more. So it is F2 minus F1. F2 minus F1 direction is in this direction. Am I clear?
So the body will move towards F3.
Actually, okay. Actually, it will move like that. Okay, leave like that. Am I clear?
Sir.
Sir,
I have done it. I want to just confirm the answer. Sir, what is the answer?
Answer, I have to see. I have to do that. Why? Because
Okay, sir.
it's my own.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now look at this. Now, is it M4 will attract this mass? Means M4, mass M4 will apply force on M. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Risha, Asmi.
Yes, sir.
M4 is acting force on M, right?
Yes, sir.
Which direction?
Towards M4.
Towards M4. So M4 will be in this direction. Am I clear? So it is my F3. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
That's me.
So can you explain once more after, like once more the part where you have written F2 minus F1?
Yes.
So F2 is equal to 2G.
Yes, we got that only.
Yeah.
We got it. Oh, you did just now.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
So it is F1, okay? It is F2. Definitely F2 is already F2 is big, so F1 is small. So F net high minus low. If you remove, then direction of resultant will be in this direction only. In this direction. In this direction, force won't be there. Particle will move in this direction. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Asmi, clear? Hello.
No, sir. I didn't get it.
They look at this. So in this direction is 5 Newton force is acting. In this direction is 2 Newton force is acting. What is the resultant force? Resultant force, which direction it will be there? It is
So
my
where the
F1.
most amount of force is there.
That's what I'm telling. Here most amount of force is there. So resultant particle will move in this direction, right?
Yeah, sir.
So that's what I given. F2 is more. F2 is G2. F1 is only G. So F2 is big. F1 is small. So resultant will be in this direction. Done?
Yes, sir.
Am I clear now?
Yeah, sir.
Now M4 will apply force on the mass or not?
Yeah.
It will apply. In which direction? In this direction. That is
Towards
F3.
M4. Yeah.
Okay. So F3 calculate how much? So F3 equal to G. M4 how much? M4 is 5.
5 kg.
And M how much? 1 by root 2 whole square, right?
Yes, sir.
So F3 equal to G
5 by 2.
5 by 2. Done? Okay. F3 we got. Now F4. F4 means M2 also will apply force on this mass, right? In this direction. That is my F4. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Calculate F4 how much? F4
G by
equal
2.
to F4 equal to G 3 by 2. So F4 is this much. Is it F4 is big or F3 is big?
F3.
F3 is big. So result of this in this direction, that is F4 minus F3. Clear? Am I clear?
Which
Ashwin?
direction?
In this direction.
M4.
Yes, M4 is more, no?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. M3 is more. So F3 minus F4. F3 is more.
So F4 is towards M2.
Yes. F3 is towards it. What I took, F3. F3 I took this, right? F2 what I took? So F3 equal to mass Gm. It is what I took. F3. F4 I took this. So F3 I got 5 by 2. F4 I got 3 by 2. So definitely F3 minus F4 will be there. Because F3 is big. Means in this direction it is big. Because mass also big. See, F3, M4 how much? 5 kgs. M2 how much? 3 kgs. So F3 is big. So that what will happen means resultant force will become in this direction, that is F3 minus F4. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Now F resultant due to this is in this direction due to. Now resultant of these two will be in which direction? Resultant net force will be which direction? In this direction, right? So finally particle will move in this direction. That direction is perpendicular to the M3 and M4 masses. M3 and M4 masses. Particle will move in this direction. Asmi, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like that we can solve. Direction I given because I given problem so that you are getting G 3 by 2, G 5 by 2 like that you are getting. But real original problems will be F4 equal to 1, F4 equal to 2, F2 equal to 2, F3 equal to 5 like that. Only one values you will get. Okay. You won't get like 1.5. So that type of values you won't get. Okay. Resultant will be in this direction. So if you want net force, F3 minus F4, how much you will get? It is 2.5. It is 1.5. So how much will you get? F3 minus F4. Tell me, ma.
Okay, nothing.
So 1g you will get. It is also f2 minus f1 1g you will get.
So
F2.
F3 minus F4 is also equal to G, and F2 minus F1 is also equal to G. So both are equal only, no?
Yes, ma. So what I'm saying here, 2 by 2.5, right? It is 1.5. 2.5 minus 1.5 is 1g, right? There also 1g. There also 1g, right?
Yeah.
So result net force will be in this direction, right? That F net equal to root over F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta. F1 how much? F1 is, it is also 1. It is also 1. So how much you are getting? See that. What is the angle now? What is this angle?
90 degrees.
How much?
90 degrees.
If you keep 90 here, it will become 0, right?
Yes, sir, that will become 0.
F1 square also 1. F2 square also 1. How much you will get? 2F. So 1 square plus 1 square is equal to 2. Root 2. F net equal to root 2, which will act in this direction. That's all. Nagbhushan, how much you got now?
Sir, I got 2 root 2g.
Why? Now, is it any wrong? Is there in what I did?
Sir, you forgot to put g.
Oh, G, yes, G I didn't put.
Sir, also it is a by 2, right? Sorry.
G I didn't put. Yes.
Oh, yes, sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. It is square root 2g only. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I didn't do that method. I took M1, M2, M3, M4, and the middle one M and side A. Then I got a formula, and in that I put the values.
So you didn't take like this, right? You took one
No,
more.
no, sir, no, sir. I did direct like how derivation is done.
Okay. So any question, it will be like that. So it won't be that much difficult. Just calculate how much force is acting. Calculate how much force is acting, which is big in that direction. Force will be there. Calculate how much force is between these two. How much force between these two, which is big in that direction. One more force will be there. So between that two forces, resultant force will be there. Done. Question over. But to calculate force formula, you should know what is the force formula. I think everyone knows G m1 m2 by r square is the force formula between the two masses. When you are calculating force between the two masses, you have to use that. And it is always attractive force. If I say due to this mass, on this mass, how much force is acting means in this, in which direction force is acting means in this direction. You should remember very carefully what I'm saying. Look at this. Suppose it is M1 and it is M2. It is M2. Due to M2 on M1, force is acting that is in this direction. So due to M1 on M2, force is acting that is in this direction. So M1 will attract in this direction. Sorry, M1 will attract in this direction. M2 will attract in this direction. That is the direction of the force. Force applying on M1 due to M2. This is what? Force applying on M2 due to M1 is in this direction. As me clear?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. One question. Try to solve this.
So the answer is G root 2, right?
Yes, ma. Yes, Priyanka. Nagbhushan?
Yes, sir.
For uniform distributed mass bodies,
is it root G2 or G root 2?
What is the Santosh again?
Is it root G2 or G root 2?
Root 2G. G also will be
Okay,
inside only.
okay, sir.
So G will be outside.
Why?
So it will be 2G square, no? So G you can take it out. G root 2.
Okay, okay. 1 square is only. Yes. G root 2. Yes. Nagbhushna?
Yes, sir.
When they have given uniformly distributed mass body, okay?
Yes, sir.
If you want to calculate this work done, so on which point will you concentrate?
Sir, center of mass to the end point.
Done. So how center of mass is changing? How much center of mass is displaced, right?
Yes, sir.
Just it is there in the mind or not to check, I ask. Okay, fine. One more question. So this question definitely you have to solve. I don't solve. Two metal spheres. Two metal spheres of same material. And each radius r. Each radius is r. Are in the contact. Are in the contact with each other. Contact with each other. The gravitational force of attraction. The gravitational force of attraction between the spheres is proportional to solution. Read the question properly. Very easy. Even if you don't do this type of sums, it's not good. Okay. So anybody of you, please try to get an answer.
Sir, what is that? Metaspheres. Metal.
Yes. Two metal spheres. Two metal spheres of same material and each of radius smaller are contact with each other. Okay, the gravitational force of attraction between the two.
Sir, simple, no, sir.
Start and tell me. Tell me, Nagbhushna. How much? What is your answer?
Let others do, sir.
Okay. Option A, r cube. Option B, r square. Option C, r power 4. Option D, r power 1.
R power 4.
How much?
1 minute, sir. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Ananya solving.
Yes, sir.
Sir, B R square.
Okay. I listen. RoboSuit on. Okay. Nagbhushna, no. Gopalakrishna.
Sir, my guess
Gopalakrishna.
is on option, sir.
Gopalakrishna.
Sir, R square only, sir. Because
Okay, done.
the distance.
Sir, like we can think dimensionally.
Okay.
Is M L T minus 2, right?
M L T minus 2. Okay.
Yes, sir. So I'm guessing option 1.
Option 1A. That means.
No, sir. Option D. Sorry.
Ba 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 ba. Force of attraction, Nagbhushanam. It is not
Sir,
force
but actually it should be inversely proportional to, right?
generally. But they are asking directly proportional means what is the answer?
Sir, r to the power of -2 then.
Oh, I didn't give option. But that is also wrong. If you write -2 also, it is inversely proportional only, not directly proportional.
Sir, give some time.
Don't take your own time, but take 2 minutes. Now I'm going to solve. I'm waiting for Asmi answer. Priyanka, Risha, Santosh, Bhargav.
Sir, option D.
Prashant, already you given one more answer. You given first you given 2. Now you are giving D.
Because you are doing directly proportional now, sir.
Directly proportional means you are B. Are you giving
That's
B
why I
option?
simply I'm thinking.
Okay. Are you giving option B? Okay, done.
So is it C?
C. How? Prajwal, can you explain?
So
Sir, even
instead
I
of
think it's
instead
C.
Bo, Asmi.
so
You
So
think
I also have a
Asmi?
feeling it's C.
should I explain?
Tell me, Prajwal.
So basically, I think Nagabhushanam said it first. I took the mass as the volume of a sphere thingy.
Ba. Done. Prajwal, correct. Actually, so mass place I will write. So F equal to G. One mass place I will write.
Yes, it's C,
Density into,
sir.
yes, man. Density into volume. So volume is 4/5 R cube.
So everyone told like the first, like R square and
4
R. So
by
I thought I
3.
was doing something wrong.
Yes. By R square. So actually R to the power of 6 by R square. So generally R power 4 is the directly proportional. Then Prajwal, good.
Yes, so you did it with the
It'll be
density. You
2R
replaced it with the
whole
density,
square.
right?
No, I didn't get.
Sir, it'll be 2R whole square because they both are in contact to each other, right? So
Yes. 2R
it'll
whole
become
square.
4R square. It does not make a big difference, but yeah.
Yeah, actually, when both are contact, the distance between these two is 2R, you are saying, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I
that
was
time force will be G M1 M2 by 2R or square, okay?
Yeah.
But here also force is inversely proportional to R square only. But they are asking directly. Here also F equal to G M1 M2 by R square, 2R square only, 2 whole power square. So here also force is inversely proportional to R square only, but they are asking proportional. Proportional is nothing but directly proportional, not inversely. Proportional is proportional. Inversely means they will mention. If they don't mention, that is directly proportional. Ananya, understand Ananya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so direct proportional, if they give, that is directly proportional only. Inversely proportional, they will mention. First Nagbhushan, he said, I felt okay, he said, but he changed the answer. Prajwal, nice ma.
Sir, then it is R to the power 4 only, no?
Yeah, R to the power of 4. Answer is C. Square if it is goes R power 6, R power -2, R power 4. Yes. Done. Okay. Risha, clear?
Yeah, sir.
Akshay out. Just a minute. One more question. I'm not going to solve this because center of mass and rotational dynamics you can do very nicely, I guess. So one more question. Same type of question. Okay. Okay, just formula will change now. Not only F1, F2 by R square every time. There is one more formula now. 3. If G on the surface, G on the surface of Earth is 9.8 meter per second square. Find its value. Find its value at a height of 6400 kilometers.
Sir, you gave this already.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Then don't do that. Don't do that. Nice, ma.
Sir, why did you rub the question?
That already given, ask me.
Okay.
Oh God. So one more question. Just if you find the formula also enough to this question, okay? Just the formula if you find, I will feel so happy. So that means you can understand. Number 3 question. What is the, just tell me formula. What is the time period? Not time period formula, okay? To solve what we will use here, that, okay? Time period formula everyone knows. Time period periods of rotation of Earth around its axis, it seems. Axis, not revolution, rotation it is. So that the object at the equator becomes weightless. Just if you say formula when it's weightless, G equal to 9.8 meter per second square, R equal 6400 kilometers. Just tell me G at equator formula. G at equator formula, tell me.
Sir, with including the variation.
No need with including just equator becomes weightless. So
opposite forces should be equal to 0.
Tell me acceleration due to gravity formula at equator. At height, you know how to say formula. At depth, what is the formula you know? At equator, what is the formula I'm asking? Fast. 1.
GM
2.
by R square.
Wrong. 3.
So what's the question?
Minus omega square R.
Okay. Asmi, I am asking acceleration due to gravity formula at equator.
Yeah, sir, I understood the question.
So that is G naught equal to G minus how much?
Omega square R.
R omega square, right?
Yes, sir.
So weightless means how much it is?
9.8.
Weightless. At equator, body become weightless. So acceleration due to gravity is 0. Am I correct?
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir, can we say that force of attraction is equal to centrifugal force at this point? That way also is correct, right?
Correct only. That is also correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now G equal to minus R omega square. So minus minus will get cancelled. G by R root over equal to omega. So omega we got this much. Omega is equal to root G by R. Okay. Now what is the question? Time period they're asking. Now do you know time period formula? So time period is equal to 2 pi. Means distance by?
2 pi by omega.
2 pi by omega. Omega means how much now?
Sir, square root G by R.
So 2 pi square root R by G. Can I? It is in the denominator.
Yes, sir.
So R value you have, G value you have, pi value you know. Calculate time period. That's the. Now please in this question only one thing that you have to remember. At equator weightless body becomes weightless. So equator how much G you have to find. At what is the angular velocity at that you have to find out. So weightless means G is 0 at equator. It's not O at equator. 0 G minus N. Asmi, clear?
Yes, sir.
So even don't forget the equator formula also. To say that I did this formula, this problem actually.
So can you repeat again?
Equator, see objects, so that objects at equator becomes weightless. Okay.
Yes, sir.
When objects are weightless at equator, first we should know what is the acceleration due to gravity at equator. This is the acceleration due to gravity at equator we derived formula. Acceleration due to gravity at equator equal to G minus R omega square. Weightless means acceleration due to gravity is not acting at the equator. Okay. So it is 0. So we write G minus R omega square. So from this omega I calculated. Time period formula I know. T by omega. Omega place I substituted this. Then I got time period formula. Substitute R value, G value, pi value. You will get time period. Calculate time period equal to how much? Seconds. Anybody calculated? What is the time period?
Sir, it's between 160 to 180 seconds.
Seconds, huh?
Yes, sir. I guess seconds.
Okay. Remaining. Just
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. It's not seconds. Sorry.
If you get in seconds, if you get in seconds only, mostly will get answer. How much that is? Tell me.
Sir, can I assume G is to be 10?
G given, no? Okay.
Sir,
Assume.
can I assume?
Yeah. Assume. It is easy.
So you took R omega square because the body is at R distance from the earth and its angular velocity is omega. Is it so?
Asmi, sorry, Ananya. Asmi.
Ananya.
Okay. Ananya, this formula we got when we are deriving height, depth due to shape and due to rotation of the earth. So see that due to rotation of the earth concept, then you will understand from where we have written this. Rotation
Oh,
of the earth.
yeah.
That concept.
Now I remember. Yes.
So due to rotation of earth, centripetal force, centrifugal force, and towards the force, whatever centripetal.
Yes, sir.
Force
I
both are
remember
equal.
now. Got it.
So body looks like weightless. So that time we calculated this.
So like if you would give the same thing as the object is at pole, then it would be G, E is equal to G.
G equal to G at poles. So you don't need to do anything. At poles, G equal to G. So at poles, it does not depending on the same value, no?
What, sir?
Is the answer something like 160.5?
Sir, I'm getting 1 hour 24 minutes.
Wrong.
Sir, I'm getting 83 minutes, 83.8 minutes.
83.8
minutes.
So that means 84 minutes are you getting?
Sir, approximately that only, sir.
84 minutes, 38 seconds you should get. Or if you
Sir,
want...
there are few questions where I've seen that the root of 9.8 and pi value are cancelled because they are approximately equal.
Yes, sir.
What is the root
I've
of?
seen the
Yeah,
root of 9.8
Hmm.
and pi if it is like in numerator and denominator, and if it can get cancelled, so it is generally cancelled out because like root of 9.8 is 3.13 something.
Okay.
And pi value is 3.14.
So it will get... Oh, okay,
So
okay.
in questions I've seen they cancel it out. So can we cancel here?
Definitely. Here no need to any cancellations. It is in the under the root, no?
Yeah.
Sir,
So
then you'll
when
get 1 hour 60 minutes.
1 hour 60 minutes. No, 1 hour 60
Sir,
minutes.
I'm getting 1 hour 24 minutes.
1 hour 24 minutes, correct only, no? 1 hour means 60
Yes,
minutes, 24 minutes.
Sir, then Earth will look like a egg, sir.
Yes. Ananya.
Yes, sir.
Here you can't cancel. It is in the root, no? Better to cancel here. R equal to 6400.
So when you take it out of the root, 9.8, when you take it out of the root, it becomes 3.13.
Okay, okay.
Then we can
okay.
cancel.
Okay, Ananya, I
pi.
understood.
Can we do that?
Yes, yes. If you do that, how much will you get?
160.
80.
80, right?
80.
So 80 into 2, right?
2.
Yes, 160.
160. What is 160? First we have to convert into, it is kilometers, no?
It will be 6.5.
Sir, into root 10 also will be there, sir.
No, what Ananya is telling, root G value is 3.13. So
Yes,
pi
sir,
value.
excluding that only, sir. That, we can see that it's 6400 into 1000, right? Because it's in kilometers.
Yes, yes.
Sir, so then root 10 will be left out. So we should multiply that with root 10.
Okay.
Oh, so 6400 kilometer we have to convert into meters.
Meters?
I didn't know that. That's
Yes.
why I didn't get.
So finally you have to get these answers. Check that. Seconds means 5075. So now I think everyone got the PDF. So start solving PDF. Okay.
Now, sir.
Not now. Solve. Solve, and what are the doubts you are getting, post in the group. Now.
So you will start.
Group?
Mechanical properties of solids. See, if I say just complete and post in the group what are the doubts you have, immediately Priyanka will remember one of the doubt I posted long back. Still he didn't explain that. If I post again, he will give reply or not, like that she will think. Priyanka, right? Don't think like that, Priyanka. Definitely I will do. Okay. I remember. See, when I say group, immediately I will remember you, Priyanka. Come on. So mechanical properties of solids. Okay. So first I will say what is solid. I explained already when I said, when I explained rotational dynamics, what is the solid definition I said. What is the perfectly solid rigid body, like solid body? Perfect solid body means what is the definition I given?
So there is no
Sir, how
intermolecular
many
space.
forces you put?
Intermolecular space, not once again.
Sir, how many ever forces you put on the body, it won't change its shape.
Okay, we can say that.
That's because there is no
Sir,
space inside, no, sir.
Yeah, okay. Santosh.
so is this new chapter or something?
Yes, new chapter I started it. Second book, part 2, new chapter, mechanical properties of solids with gravitation. First book over, but there are some few topics are there. I know that. I will explain. But before that, it's small lesson. It will take in the 2 classes. We can complete this lesson. So concentrate on this. And for NEET, JEE, anything, there is one topic here. That topic is very, very important and easily you can remember. Okay. So that type of important topic it is. So try to understand here. So mechanical properties of solid. So what is solid? I explain. If you take a body, so many particles will be there inside. So between each and every particle, there is some distance. So it is the distance between the 2 molecules. It is distance between the 2 molecules. If you apply force on the object, the distance between the 2 internal molecules should not change. Then that is called a perfectly solid. If we apply force on the object, then the distance between the internal molecules should not change. Then that we will call as a perfectly solid body. Am I clear? Practical condition, it is not possible because every body, there is no perfectly solid body in the universe that we know. But definition for solid body is, if you apply force on the body, whatever the force if you apply, the distance between the internal molecules should not change. Then that body we will call as a perfectly solid body. Ananya, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, done. So that is the solid
So
body.
can you repeat the definition so that we'll
Yes.
write?
Write down. If we apply
We
force
should write solid or perfectly solid?
Perfectly solid, I'm telling.
Body.
But perfectly solid body is not there in the universe that we know. But what is perfectly solid body, I'm telling. Okay. So if we apply force, on the body, the distance between R1, R2, the distance between internal molecules should not change. Then that body is called perfectly solid body. In practical, note, but in practical, it is not possible. It is not possible. Or in practical, body shape changes. In practical, body shape changes due to deformation force. Due to deformation force or deforming force. Deforming force, no problem. Due to deforming force. So if I apply more amount of force, definitely it will change. But exact perfectly solid body means it should not change. But in practical daily life, it's not possible. The force.
So what have you written in the note? I didn't understand.
But in practical, means in the daily life situation, body shape changes due to deforming force. Deforming force means the force which is changing the shape of the object. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Am I clear now?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. If suppose if we take iron, we will say it is a solid body. But when we can bend iron, right? We can change the distance between the internal molecules. Santosh, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Done. Can I? Now two definitions I am going to write. Carefully try to understand the definition. One question I will ask, say the answer. Okay. Look at this. Gopala Krishna, Prajwal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Elasticity. Elasticity. So what is elasticity means? The tendency of a body, to oppose the tendency of a body to oppose any change in the shape, any change in its, okay, any change in its shape, size, in its shape and size by a body. Or anybody, do you have any doubt here? Elasticity definition is, if we take any body, that body, it opposes the change in its shape or size. When I'm applying force, it won't allow to change its shape or size. That bodies are
the
called.
shape will change, no?
If it is opposing, suppose I will take one of the rubber ball, okay, I will change the shape, but if I remove the deformation force, what will happen?
I got it, sir. Got it.
That means it is opposing, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. One more. Nagbhushan, am I clear the definition of first one? Asmi?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Sir, it's
Second
same
definition.
Sir, it's same as inertia, but you are only seeing the how rigid the body is.
Yes. Same as inertia. Nothing is there. Inertia, if you know properly, this is okay. One more question I'm telling. One more definition. Basing on the two definitions, one question I will ask. Please try to say answer. So, if you want to say answer to that question, definitely you have to know about the definitions of elasticity. Next, the tendency of a body. The tendency of a body to regain the tendency of a body to regain its original configuration. Original configuration. The tendency of a body to regain its original configuration after removing concentrate, after removing of deforming force. What is deforming force? Ananya, what is deforming force?
The shape of the body.
Yes, ma. Deforming
Yes,
force.
sir.
What is deforming force, Ananya?
A force that helps to deform the shape of a body.
Yes, deforming force. Now, did you understand the both definitions? Once read properly, I will erase this, and one more question I'm going to write. That question answer, try to say which is correct. Okay. Can I? Santosh, definitions, did you understand? Risha?
Yes, sir.
Anirudh? Pratik?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand, ma? Did you
Yes.
write?
Yes, sir.
Is it no difficult? There is no any difficulty, right?
No, no.
Define elasticity means you can write anyone, right?
Yes, sir.
But one of my question, see this. First question in this lesson, okay?
The rubber.
Oh. Maybe.
Is it steel because it gets back to the same shape again?
Steel, huh? Steel get back the same shape, huh?
Sir, rubber, sir.
Rubber, sir.
only, sir.
Ma?
On
Rubber only.
steel, the deforming forces don't really act upon as much as they act upon rubber, right?
Ba. Asmi, you are at the point. You have one of the point.
So the elasticity definition itself says the tendency. So steel is the answer, no sir?
Why, ma? Rubber also, it is tendency to regain its original shape, no?
But not that
Not that
perfect.
much
then.
Why do you say rubber band a rubber band? Why
Rubber.
don't you say it a steel band? Why is it made using rubber?
Oh, I understood. I understood, Prashant. I understood. Okay. Okay. One more. Any Priyanka, Risha, why are you silent?
Sir, I just joined. I could not hear you like for the past 5 minutes. You were not audible.
What
I
about?
just realized that the screen froze.
Okay. What about definitions? Did you write the definitions?
Yeah, I wrote the definitions. Like
Any doubt is there in the definition?
after writing the note, like I could not hear.
So I given two definitions. That two definitions, did you understand clearly? Clearly, did you understand the definitions or any doubt? Tell me that.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Basing on the definition, I
Also-
given question. That's me.
I guess.
So yeah, it is steel because it has more tendency of to oppose the change in its shape size of a body.
So simple thing is even if we apply less force on a rubber band, it changes its shape. But though it regains, it changes even when we apply less force. But steel, it has more elasticity. So even if we apply a larger force, it tends to not to change its shape.
Very nice. And one more I will tell you. Suppose steel scale I placed on the bench. Okay. So I place it. Now if I pluck it and if I leave, what will happen? Within fraction of seconds, it will go to its original shape, right? If I pluck and if I leave,
Yes, so it will reach its stability very soon.
Quickly it will regain its original shape. But it is up to its elasticity condition. Elasticity. I will tell what is the elasticity condition and everything. So it regains its original shape quickly. So basing on that, we can say, okay, both having elasticity, but still having more because it regains its original shape quickly. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes,
so similarly, if you compare steel with diamond has more elasticity, right?
Ananya, diamond it will regain its original shape?
I think it has no elasticity at all.
Yes, sir. Because sir, once you apply force, it don't move it out. That time if you apply very large force, it will break and you can't get it back.
Yes. So that also important. It is regaining its original shape or not. That is also important. Rigidity is more rigid it is, but it does not mean that it having more elasticity. Okay.
Sir, your skin is blurred for me. Okay, now it's fine.
Because of me.
No, sir, I'll leave and rejoin again. It's blurred now again.
Rejoin again.
Yeah, I'll leave.
First. Okay, so that is the reason. Remember this one question, okay? Steel having more elasticity because it quickly regains its original shape. That you have to remember. Now look at this carefully, okay? One of the question I will ask. I think elasticity completed, right, for you people? Nagbhishnam?
Yes, sir.
Elasticity completed, right? Lesson for you?
Sir, they started the lesson, they completed the lesson in one day. They didn't teach much topics, sir. They did directly stress strain and went after stress strain curve. And they ended the chapter.
Okay. Now I'm asking one of the thing. Why elasticity? See, very nice definition. ELASTICITY. Okay. Elasticity. Why elasticity occurring? Due to whom? Occurring.
Is it because of inertia?
Intermolecular force of.
So see, different questions, different answers will come now. Tell me, Ananya. Okay, nice participation.
So
due
maybe
to
inertia, maybe.
Inertia. Okay, maybe inertia. Okay, done.
Sir,
Santosh?
due to intermolecular forces.
Okay, it is also one of the reason. Next, anybody? Any opinions? Risha?
Yes, sir.
Now is it clear board?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Priyanka? Bhargav? Tell me,
The law
Bhargav. What is that? Ask me.
The law of conservation of
No.
energy. No?
Okay.
Sir, I don't think this will help much, sir. Like we learned in thermodynamics, entropy and
tell me.
Spontaneous process.
Okay, tell me what is that?
Spontaneous processes, sir. Like I think here entropy supports it. That's why it's able to.
Oh. Okay. Yes, Bhargav, very low voice. I can't hear you properly. Very low voice.
Newton's third law of motion.
Due to restoring force. What is that? Means object having restoring force. Come on, look at this. I'm not saying anything.
Sir, can we tell this
yes.
Newton's third law?
Opposing force. Yeah. You can say. Now I will take one of the rod. Okay. So length. This is what. Now. So why rod? Is the marker. Now I took this marker. Okay. I'm going to apply force on this direction to break or to pull. But it is not changing its shape. When I'm applying force in this direction, it is not changing. Why? Because internally restoring force is acting. Are you understanding? Or it's like, what is this?
Sir, am I audible now?
Very low voice, but I can hear you, Bhargav. I can hear you. Risha, am I clear, ma? Suppose,
yes,
okay. I will explain like this, okay? Maybe you can understand very nicely. I will take spring, okay? I will apply force on the mass. But due to spring, this body will try to come into the original shape, right? Restoring force. We discussed even this. Work power energy, when I was teaching, I explained. In the spring, restoring force will be there, right or not?
Yes, sir.
How much restoring force? Restoring force increases when? When restoring force increases, restoring force is directly proportional to what? Tell me first. Restoring force, when it will increase? No one. Now no one will say answer. They left the concept. That's all I think.
Sir, same as like we learned in spring, right? X.
There is no spring, okay? Due
Sir,
to restoring
same as
force, I'm
that
telling. I
concept.
want to say what is the restoring force. Okay, to explain what is the restoring force, just I took example as a spring. Okay, now I'm applying force on the box. So box is displacing. Restoring force will develop. That restoring force is directly proportional to what?
Is it applied force?
Sir, no, sir. Sir, like how much we deform it, that much that much force it will put back.
Distance of separation.
Distance.
Yes,
Like
sir.
how much we deformed.
Am I correct? Displacement of the body. And
Yes,
why I give a negative? Why I give a negative? It
Sir,
is a
it's
restoring
opposite
force,
force.
right? Restoring
Yes, sir.
force is acting in this direction. Displacement is in this direction. Potential energy stored in the spring. I given. We derived
Yes,
also.
sir. That only, sir.
That time also explain. And here in this proportional place, what I can take? Restoring force equal to minus kx. This, what is the k? What is k here?
Spring constant.
Spring constant. Okay. And x is displacement. Why I give a negative? Because restoring force is opposite to the
Distance,
displacement.
displacement.
Okay, so please keep in mind restoring force in springs, very important concept, because so many questions that you can see in the competitive level. Next we will solve this type of questions. That time you should not think what is restoring force, in which direction it will act, how much it will act, depending on what. Don't think like that. Restoring force. So restoring force in the spring, happily we can find out. Even restoring force will be there in the solids bodies also. Solid body, why it is not coming? So when I'm applying force in this direction, it is not expanding. Why? Because in the opposite direction, restoring force will act. So that's what Santosh told, that like in Newton's laws of motion, every action there is an equal opposite reaction. That's what is meaning. Okay, here also. Am I clear this topic or any doubt?
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can we say that inertia is kind of a restoring force?
Yeah,
It's not a force though, but
it is a mass actually.
yeah.
But it is opposing,
it's
no?
somewhat,
That opposing,
yeah.
that property is called inertia. Okay? Clear? That property of opposition.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now come to lesson. Stress. Stress. Look at this. Stress. So what I'm saying, I am applying force to pull this object. So inside what is happening? What is happening inside? When it is
restoring force.
Restoring force. Now restoring force is acting on what? On area. Restoring force acting on this area, right?
Yes, sir.
So restoring force per unit area is called stress. Restoring force per unit. So stress is denoted with the letter sigma. Okay, so formula sigma equal to force by area. Which force it is? Restoring force. Bhargav, tell me, ask me. What happened?
Yes, sir. You called me?
No, is it clear?
Yeah, sir.
Ananya, clear, ma? It's very easy.
Yes, sir.
So when we are applying force on the body, so we are giving stress to that body, right? That's what we will feel stress. Okay. So stress, when we are applying force in this direction, in this body, stress is developing. That stress is nothing but restoring force. Where it is acting restoring force? It is acting on an area. So restoring force per unit area is called stress. So you can think in our daily life, any solid body, when we are trying to break or when we are trying to pull, when we are trying to separate, opposite direction this type of force will act. Actually, when I was in the intermediate, that time I learned, oh, this is the reason that we can't pull the solid bodies. We can't separate the solid bodies by applying this type of force. Okay, we can't apply. Why? Because in the internally restoring force is acting in this direction. Am I clear? This is called stress. So force is Newton, area is meter square. So write down dimensional formula for stress. Santosh left. Write the dimensional formula for stress. M1. Tell me first. M1. Hello.
Sir, I have a doubt.
I understood your doubt, but I can say, tell me.
L to the power -2.
M. L to the power of?
-2.
Ashmi, did you guess why?
No, sir.
Fourth dimensional formula what? ML T power -2, no?
Oh, got it. Yes, got it, sir.
Minus it will become, so -1, done. Nagbhushan, tell me your doubt.
Sir, I have a doubt. Like now, I want to pull an object very strong, sir. That at force, does it depend like how much deformation? Does it depend upon how much area I cover?
Area of cover means suppose, see, suppose if you are applying force here, you are not applying force like this, okay? You are applying force
Yes,
here. Can you separate that?
No, sir, we can't.
So
it is,
yes, it will
so
act on
we
the area.
need some area.
Yes. And did you remember force by area is called what?
Sir, pressure.
That is called force. It is not force. It is what? Restoring
force.
Remember, okay? Because what are the pressure units are there? Same units. What are the pressure dimensional formula? Same dimensional formula. But that pressure is due to force. This pressure is due to this stress is due to restoring force. Am I clear the stress? What is stress? Or any doubt? I will ask one doubt. Okay. I will ask one doubt. Pressure is scalar or vector?
Sir, scalar.
Okay. Then stress is scalar or vector?
Sir, this is also scalar only.
I understood. You will tell the same thing. I told you pressure is due to force, but stress is not due to force. It is restoring force. So it is not vector. It is not scalar. It is tensor. Why can you say, Nagbhushan? Why I am calling it is a tensor?
What's tensor?
Tensor means any physical quantity, it is not scalar or it is not vector, other term is called tensor. Suppose current, if you take, current is scalar or vector? Current is scalar or vector?
Sir, scalar.
Scalar, temperature?
Sir, that also scalar.
Temperature?
Isn't current vector.
Okay.
I mean, it has direction, no?
Direction, right? But it won't follow the vector law of algebra. Vector addition, it won't follow.
Sir.
So that it's not vector. It is looking like vector, but it's not vector. And I can't say it is scalar also. So that type of terms we will say is a tensor. It's not scalar and not vector. Not scalar nor vector is called tensor. Temperature also. Temperature is scalar. Temperature is not scalar.
Sir, it is
Vector.
not.
Temperature
Sir,
is not scalar.
vector?
Temperature is not vector. It is tensor.
Sir, what is the tensor?
Tensor is nothing but it's which quantity.
What is it process?
Which that quantity.
The temperature is scalar, right?
Oh ma, actually it is tensor. See that properly.
So can you state the difference between scalar and
thermometer? Temperature increases. That's due to direction only, no?
Due to direction only, no. It is looking like vector, but it's not vector. It is looking like scalar, but it's not scalar. So that type of terms we will say as the tensor. Tensor means scalar, not vector terms is called tensor. Tell me.
Sir, it's like sum of scalar and
vector.
Yes.
Sum of scalar and vector. if I take a current, current direction will be very happy. From positive to negative we will give. But when current separates, and the current is coming in this direction, from positive to negative it is going. But here current will separate. Okay. So addition is not possible now, because it is in this direction. In this direction it won't follow the addition of current. It won't follow the vector laws. Okay. So it's not scalar and not vector. That terms we will call as a tensor. Tensor is different. Okay. So remember this. Just I enter into the stress. Next class, how many types of stress is there? What is strain? How many types of strains are there? And such an important graph. One graph is there. That graph, definitely every year they will ask one question from that graph. So the type of graphical thing is there. We will discuss in the next class. Okay. So don't forget this topic. We'll see in the next class tomorrow. Mostly I will try to complete next class this lesson. Okay. See you in the next class, ma.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay, but don't forget, please. Everyone should read. Again, we entered into the second book, at least without any deviation. Everyone should read every day, so that even holidays also are there. Concept keep in our mind. You should not revise this lesson for a final examination. Like that, you have to prepare. If you listen all the topics, you no need to prepare every time. Please concentrate, okay? And compare with the daily life situations. You can remember so many days. Okay? See you in the next class, ma.